I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA. Cocaine quarter piece, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA.
Sitting in the morning sun.
Yo, this is the Hungry Millennial, episode 7. Today, I am in West Lafayette, Indiana. Got the smooth haircut, about to lose the beard. That's gonna go away. Just enjoying the sunshine, enjoying the weather. It's about 55 degrees right now. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about action. The time is now. If you're gonna make something happen, you need to make it happen now. Because you never know if tomorrow's promised. You never know if tomorrow's gonna happen. You never know what catastrophic thing is gonna happen in your life. So by taking action, whether that's learning your craft, mastering your craft, or just getting involved with something that is close to where you want to be or what you want to do in life, like volunteering your services for free or volunteering your time for free inside the community, outside of your community, with those that matter. Sometimes it comes in that form, right? So make sure that you're taking action consistently on a regular day basis. If we're spending more time on our cell phones or social media, etc., than we are actually taking action on the things that we have passion for, then we're not maximizing the time that we've been given on this earth, because you never know when that could be cut short. One big thing I want to talk about is I was a manager, training manager for 2 years for an organization, and I want to talk about management tips and tricks, which also tie directly into leadership. My biggest pet peeve is when leaders don't lead. Leaders must lead. I've been around many and trained many managers that, they sit there, they fold their arms up and they watch everybody else work. But at the end of the day, when their boss comes in, they're the same person pointing fingers at everybody else for not doing the right thing. But here's the thing. Do you know why they're not doing the right thing? They're not doing the right thing because they've never been taught what the right thing is. And even if they've been taught what the right thing is, that manager never showed them or guided them through the right process. And a lot of times that type of leadership, that type of toxic leadership and management comes from somebody not teaching that person. Or some people's characteristics just aren't built for management. A lot of people force themselves into management. They get into management because of, it's good money, it's good pay, right? But at the same time, you have human lives that you're affecting on an everyday basis. Majority of my staff, when I was in management, they were high schoolers, right? So it was my moral and ethical obligation to lead by example and to help those individuals and to teach them and show them how to do things. Many times they come in, they wouldn't be, ready to work. They would be boggled down by school. They would be boggled down by everything that was going on in their lives. But it was my job as a manager to meet them where they are, on whatever trouble, whatever struggle they're going through. If they needed a hug, whatever it was, I had to be there. I had to be that pillar for them so that we could all accomplish the goals that we needed to accomplish. It got to the point where sometimes I would call the store at night, look through the window, because I live right down the street from the store, and I would be like, I call one of my managers and I'd be like, yo, why are they all standing around, right? But at the same time, a lot of them might have viewed it in the beginning, well, he's just being mean. He's just, I don't want to work here, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, I came in compassionately, showed them what to do to stay busy. Because if ultimately, if I'm not meeting my goals, we're not meeting our goals. And at the end of the day, that responsibility falls back on me as a manager and as a leader. They didn't fail me, I failed them. So when you're managing people, leading people, you have to take that responsibility. That is your innate responsibility to lead. People don't quit jobs, they quit managers, right? And managers can also make people stay as well, because they feel like they don't want to leave you behind in that turmoil, in that situation that you were in before. Some of my biggest feats were turning people into inspired individuals, to the point where if it was 5 o'clock and we were getting a rush and we were getting hurt, they were going to stay to the end. A very important person in my life who affected my life, he's a higher up in the company that I used to work for, told me eliminate the emotions that you bring to the table. That way you can embrace their emotions, you can embrace the struggle. When they come in with a problem, you can talk about that problem. You can talk them through that problem, and then y'all can keep it moving, right? So the ability to reassess as a manager, as a leader, and realize it's not about you, but it is about you. Because if you're selfless with your leadership, they'll be selfless with their customer service, right? They'll be selfless with helping out the team, right? You want to create that team cohesion. So, you know, creating that team cohesion is going to help uplift one another, right? So on a day-to-day basis, coming to work might be hard because they might be going through things in their life. But I've found that many times I would, you know, when I worked at McDonald's a long time ago in small town Southern Illinois, sometimes it was about that person that was working on that shift or that specific manager that I knew was going to bring it every day, who we could stay motivated and not think about regular life. And we were going to go and we were going to put in work. We were going to work really, really hard, which was huge. You would be surprised how far quality leadership will take you in life, and it will change your life, and it will also help you develop a network where they will go out and do just about anything for you because they know that you care and you would do the same thing for them. A lot of times I didn't receive a return on investments because, you know, I would go out. I was the type of person, I was very selfless, and if somebody wanted to start work that day, I would go out and I would buy them, you know, I had bought people shoes, I bought people pants, I bought people whatever they needed to complete the uniform requirements. I went out and helped them and buy those things because I believed in that individual. Even though a lot of times, I'd say, you know, the 4 out of 5 times that same employee wasn't going to be there 2 months later. But you never know who that rock star is going to be. You never know who that backbone is going to be. The entire time that I was in management, it was one of those things. It was growing me as an individual. It was growing the skills that I needed to become a better man, a better person, and even, you know, potentially a better father. Sometimes, and I would go for, you know, I had to get out of the restaurant industry because I would go for, you know, 2 months without a day off sometimes because of my military schedule, which is something that I can't conflict. But at the same time, that I would have to make up those days on a Monday and a Tuesday. But like, they'd be like, oh, well, you're training, you with the military, you know, you got days off. No, that's not how that coordinated, right? So I had to find something that I was passionate about, right? And those same leadership skills that I have, I'm able to use that discipline that I was able to have. Like if there was, you know, tables dirty, we go out, we clean the tables together as a team, right? If there was something that needed to be done, we do that as a team, right? So I would take those skills, reassess, bring those skills to the table, and then be able to use those to guide and lead other people, you know, into the place that they wanted to be in life. I think it's very, very huge. As a leader, if you want to lead others, you have to eliminate the emotion that's attached to how you feel about the situation and face it head on. I've noticed everything, you know, it's like one of those things with football. If you go in, or any sport or anything in life, if you go in head first confident, it works out better than you just, oh, I'm just going to take the blow and then I'm going to try to react to it. Because if you react to a blow that's already given to you, you're already a couple steps back. You're like, whoa, okay, right, you caught off guard. So then you got to get that passion refueled. You got to get that passion restarted. So just make sure, if you're, you know, you want to be a leader, you want to be an activist, whatever you want to be, make sure you're leading those people around you. Make sure you're doing the right things. You know what the right thing is, right? Do the small things. Do the things that nobody else is doing. And it'll take you farther. It might not seem from a financial standpoint that it takes you farther, but from a personal growth standpoint, it takes you a lot farther. It'll build your character. It will build the individual that you will become for days and years on. So that way when your child or whatever it is, your child, your sibling, when they go back, they're like, man, you know, my brother, my sister, they were a leader. You know, my uncle, my cousin, they were a leader. And they left a legacy behind. Stop, you know, sometimes we gotta stop, you know, stop being selfish and be selfless. right? So today, just, you know, this weekend, make sure you act, make sure you do what you're supposed to do, make sure you even just, you know, from here on now, take action in your life. If you want something, go get it. Just start practicing. Somebody tell you no about something that's possibly achievable, you go research and find out a way to make it happen. Don't allow anybody to be a roadblock. There was a storybook where that I remember reading in elementary school that talked about, you know, there's a mountain. Go, you know, oh, okay, can we go through it? Can we go around it? You know, so sometimes you got to create your own bulldozer, you got to create your own crane, you got to create your own ballistics team, you got to create your own you got to create your own teams to get through those mountains, right? You got to bring your own drill, start drilling through it, because it's not gonna go away. You're just gonna have to face that later if you decide you're gonna run away from it. So anyway, this is Tommy, the Hungry Millennial, aka On the Spot Guy. Find me on Instagram at On the Spot Guy. Like, share, subscribe to this video. DM me questions, inbox me questions, please, so that way I can answer them. Going forward, here in a few weeks, I'm gonna try to get a couple different people on this vlog so we can have conversations, picking Hungry Millennials' brains. If you'd like to be on the vlog, let me know. Like, share, subscribe, message, comment. Thank you for your time.